Plastic bags were a common sight in Kenya until August 28, 2017, when the government effected a ban on their use, manufacture or importation. Their ease of availability and the challenge of disposing them posed a major environmental hazard. The ban has been a major boost for entrepreneurs and environmentalists who support eco-friendly practices. Novamont Kenya Limited, a company established in 2017, is one among the few providing solutions combating the plastic menace.
In 2017, after the government decided to ban polythene, which was a good initiative, I thought then what is the solution behind the whole ban? And I really started doing a lot of research on what other countries are actually using, especially the countries that had banned polythene. And after, long search, I came across cassava starch made bags. And that's how, as Novamont, we settled for a brand called Cassa Bag. Cassa bags are biodegradable bags, 100%, that are made from the cassava starch and vegetable oil. Well, when you put it in hot water, instantly it dissolves. Hot water, it instantly dissolves. And when you put a hot iron bar, be it an iron box, something hot, a Cassa bag stretches, but a polythene bag will pull and get stuck to the object. Apart from Cassa bag being biodegradable, it's also decomposable. It forms nutrients after its span of duration. The maximum period Cassa bag stays out there in the natural environment is mostly up to 6 months, depending on how it's exposed. So those are some of the differences. When you also ban a Cassa bag, it forms ashes, but a polythene bag, it just crumples. So those are some of the physical factors to test. Then the easiest and the key most factor that will differentiate Cassa bag from polythene is its natural smell. Currently, we are in partnership with our suppliers from Indonesia. So currently we have the bags that we've shipped in from them. But as at January, we are setting up local production in the country. Currently, Cassa bag is in the form of garbage bag and seedling bags. That is what we've started with, simply because NEMA has not banned garbage bags and the seedling bags. And as we move on and we kick off with our local production, we will also be extending the same product to the other packaging industries. The bread that you use today is still wrapped with polythene. So after you've used that, you've taken the bread, where do you put the polythene again? It might end up again into the environment. So to avoid that, we will be looking at providing packaging materials to all other manufacturers. With Cassa bag, we are trying to get the right partners because we want to avoid issues of counterfeit. So we are in communication with the supermarkets. Most of them, we've issued them our samples, and we are finalizing a few things so that the product is well placed in the supermarket. We will also give an opportunity to other corporates like the hotel industry, the hospitals themselves, institutions like the United Nations that really have embraced biodegradable bags, and a few others that we will do agreements so that we give our products to them where we know that the product will be well utilized. One of the President's agenda actually is manufacturing among the four, and something that we really appreciate for the government. And yes, there is exemption for raw material, for machinery, which is a good thing. But for the end product, we're looking at also enhancing talks with the Ministry of Trade So that currently, if we can be waived that, so that when the commodity lands to the end user, it's much fairer in price. Our aim highly is to ensure that the commodity is well embraced in the Kenyan market, and Kenyans also feel that they have an alternative. NEMA has been very supportive. We've worked with them up to the point that we've also given them our end product, something they're also very happy, because you see, when a government body comes and bans a commodity, it was not easy, and us, like Novamont, we came to support NEMA by giving out the solution that the government needed. KEBS the same way, they've really been in support with us, and with the assistance, we were able also to get the certificate of conformity through COTECNA, and that is how our goods are currently here in the market. So I really appreciate the government, the body support. As much as the band were there, they've also supported us in ensuring that the alternative is in place in the right way. The future of Novamont looks at empowering the local farmers and making cassava a cash crop in this country, so as to also improve the economy in those regions, especially the western region, where the crop actually does very well in future. Definitely there'll be job creation for our youths who are out there, and we are looking at also globally going green, which is our greatest motto as Novamont. That is what we are trying to focus on highly. We are looking at also giving solutions to non-plastic, all being biodegradable products in future for our generation. You realize when Cassa Bag ends up, for example, in the sea, it biodegrades and decomposes. It's nutritious to the animals, and that is what our focus is currently. To my fellow Kenyans, let's embrace Cassa Bag, as I echo the sentiments of the late Professor Wangari Maathai, that she said, the generation that destroys the environment is not the generation that pays the price, and that's the problem. Let's go green.